Housing recession? It may be over. Did we ever even have a housing recession? Welcome to Dre's Take. So recoveries in housing often lag or trail recessions. And a string of positive signs, including builder optimism, rebounding prices, and more investment, suggests the corner may have already been turned. The National Association of Builders reported that its July index of industry sentiment rose to 56 from 55 a month earlier. Now, in comparison, that's up from 31 in December of 2022 and is currently at its highest point since June of 2022, when rates rose and seemed like the floor was going to fall out from the housing market as buyers pulled back. On July 19th, the Commerce Department reported construction on 1.4 million homes in June. That's obviously a seasonally adjusted annual rate, but nonetheless, that brought the second quarter average up to 1.45 million, up from the first quarter's 1.39 million, which is the first quarterly increase since the beginning of last year. And finally, the Federal Reserve of Atlanta's GDP tracking model now estimates that residential investment grew at a 0.1% annual rate in the second quarter, marking the first increase since the first quarter of 2021. Also, increases in new building permits are up, suggesting that growth in residential investment in the third quarter will be positive. So what does this mean? Well, it looks like house is providing a much needed boost to the nation's GDP and will continue to do so in the quarters ahead. All in all, this means that housing is not only strong, but it's actually leading the charge and bringing our economy back where it should be, despite the recent economic turbulence over the last year or so. Housing's in a good place, one of the strongest sectors. This could mean that we'll avoid any more trauma related to any sort of recession, as housing usually is a lagging indicator. Recoveries in housing usually take place after a recession has ended. Well, now we're seeing these positive metrics around housing that suggest any recession or turmoil is in our rear view. What a time to sell or buy. Anyway, I got to get going here. I've got a listing photo shoot this morning and a round of showings down in Davenport this afternoon. But I wanted to drop in as always and give you Dre's Take. If there's anything I can do, feel free to reach out. Always happy to help. All right now, y'all. Take care.